Alright guys, today we're cleaning this tank. You're gonna need a bucket and then your syphon. We're gonna start off by taking this lid off. And this isn't a necessity, but I like to take some of the substrates out of here to make it easier to clean. So we're gonna start by taking out all the rocks and stuff. And I'll probably end up rescaping as well, just because I had this like divider here because the Oscar was a little small and the parrotfish was kind of picking at him. But now the Oscar's grown and is a lot bigger, so we can probably change how everything looks. I think that's a lot of stuff, and I don't want to drain the water too much. So we're going to start with this net, I think, and try and get out most of it. And then when I get most of this out, it'll settle, and then I'll come back. Alright, we waited a couple minutes, and now all the stuff is down towards the bottom and kind of settled. So we're going to put this siphon in, and we're going to siphon out the rest of the junk and get this tank looking cleaner. I'm not really going to mess with the algae. I only really scrape off the front and the back because I think it helps the fish, having a little bit of the algae on the tank. Also, the pleco needs stuff to eat, so he goes off the side of the tank. But I'm not really going to worry about algae today. It's just siphoning it up and getting most of the junk out. So when we're doing this, we're going to stick the fatter side in the water, and then you're going to have to suck the water up into this tube, and then gravity will just pull the rest of this down. And that's what the bucket's for. We don't want to get this dirty water all over the patio. When we're doing this, we're just trying to get most of the silt out. It's kind of hard to see it, but in a bare bottom tank, it's pretty important to do this. If there was sand and stuff, I don't think this would be so bad, but because we have a bare bottom and Oscars are typically a pretty messy fish, it's pretty important to try and do your maintenance on your tank. Alrighty. So the water level is kind of at the bottom of the filter right now, so we're gonna call that it. And you guys don't need to see this water, but it's pretty gross. Oh. And then we're gonna dump it, fill this back up with water, and rescape it so it looks better. Alright, so now we're gonna put the scape back together. I added a little bit of water just because the filter wasn't running. I wanted to keep that going. It's hot, but we're gonna scape this. I'm thinking we put back some of the caves that the parrotfish likes, and maybe one here, and maybe a middle tower piece again. The Oscar really liked having stuff to swim through, but Also, because he gets so big, I want to try and keep this tank open, just because he's going to get bigger and I can't quite upgrade him yet, but he's going to stick with us for the long haul, right? So let's see. We'll start with these two pieces. The parrotfish really likes this corner over here, so we'll probably go back over there. So you're going to see on the right side of the tank, I'm going to be putting the barrel in the cave. That is typically where the parrotfish spends most of his time. In that, then I'm going to start making the left side of the tank the bigger cave where the catfish and the pleco or plecostomus will spend their time. They like that bigger cave. It's a little darker. It's just better for them. Then in this as well, you're going to see me go through this process of tapping the rocks. I tap the rocks just to make sure that they're secure, so if a fish bumps up against it, it doesn't knock it over, the rock doesn't break the glass. Make sure it's just really secured. And that is kind of the logic I go through when making this. Also, I go through this little dilemma on how I want to do the middle piece for the Oscar, because remembering that he wants to go through things but still keep the backside where the caves are and the front side open and able to swim about. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. We'll end, it's a couple days later, so you can look at the tank, see what it's looking like, and then also see if maybe we can catch the Oscar eating. I put some feeders in just to give him something to snack on, just because of all the stress I put him through and rearranging and cleaning the tank. But here we go. So we have the big cave down here. The parrotfish has these caves right here, the barrel and that one. This is that middle structure right here that I was talking about for the Oscar. Here's the feeders up here. I don't know if he's gonna eat or not, but it'd be pretty cool if he did. I might just put it on time lapse real fast and see if you can catch him eating. Alright guys, well, I did put 20 in and I just counted about 8 of them left, so I don't think he's gonna eat. But I'll be sure to film the next time I feed him some live shiners and we can get some cool shots of him eating, because he's a pretty aggressive eater most of the time. Thank you guys for watching Westman's Wild Waters. Like, subscribe, and share the video. Until next time, have a great one.